Hello, everybody. Oh, I think I messed up your screens look weird now because I moved it on my thing, so I have to like fix it like this.
Yeah.
There we
Fixing
go.
it. How's everybody doing today?
Spectacular.
Ready to do chapter 2 of Wyrd?
Yes. Weird it up.
All right, so let's do like a quick like what happened last week in Wyrd, instead of doing like an official like
A lot.
rundown. Is like, let's just talk about it real quick. Let's just like do a quick recap. Like, what are some highlights of what happened in the first session?
Well, wow, where to begin?
Yeah.
where
No,
where
a
to
year
start?
ago-
Truly,
We started at the start.
A woman named Lilith Bogdasarian died a year ago, and
Yes.
then shit went crazy.
yes.
Um,
I'm in
Micah-
therapy.
Yep, you're in therapy.
And nobody else is. Strangely, I'm the only one.
Well,
Don't
you know,
have the money.
we just had a scene with you in therapy. It doesn't mean that everybody else is not in therapy.
Oh, okay. I'm so
Well,
sorry.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I come from an immigrant family. I'm certainly not in therapy.
I don't have the money for therapy.
I take it back. You're the only one in therapy.
Okay, great, cool. Yeah, so I'm in therapy. I think Charlie has moved on to college at this point.
Charlie's in college.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
Joy is officially divorced.
Blech. Yeah. And living in a little apartment.
Yep.
Mhm.
We all have dreams, recurring dreams.
Landing in the forest.
Yeah.
We are.
And then we all go to this event, this dedication ceremony, wasn't it, at the library?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a little echo.
Yeah.
Got it. Sorry.
We all go to this dedication ceremony at the library, and whilst there, we run into a nightmarish monster.
A
Mhm.
beast.
A
It
beast!
tears a rift in reality to get to us.
Yeah. We find out that your friend, Charlie, can also see that monster.
My totally platonic, not at all anything else friend, Coco. Yes.
Yes.
For sure. Yeah.
Yes,
There's
you
no
can see-
chance there.
She can see
Yeah.
the monster because she's seen monsters before. She's seen magic
Yes.
before.
And
So
we
we
get a
Once you
word
see
for
it, you
we get a
can't
word
unsee
for
it
what
unless
we
you have your
are.
mind wiped.
We get a word for what we are, which is wayward, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we are wayward. And then we go and talk
Professor.
to the professor.
He's like a professor of like lore and mythology and
Yeah.
Like occult studies.
occult. Yeah.
Yes. I remember Gemma being very resistant and intransigent.
I mean,
Just
that's
a
fair.
touch.
Just a
But
touch.
like fair.
Honestly,
Yeah.
fair.
But yeah, we got the
Shit's hard, man.
We got the first quest from the professor.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Y'all are witches," and we were like,
What?
Yeah.
And then what did we
Okay.
find out? What did we find out that the things chasing you were?
"Our trauma,
Your
Our
trauma.
trauma.
That's right.
Yes.
our trauma
That's right.
turned into
The-
beasts to
Mhm.
kill us,
The
And we had to
The
face our
manifestation.
trauma.
and our trauma turned
manifestation
into
of
a
our trauma.
Cerberus Hydra thing of our three
your
traumas.
traumas like combined in form-
Three-headed trauma beast.
Captain
Yes.
Planet
Yes.
trauma. Yeah.
Yes.
Captain Planet trauma.
Yeah. Transformers trauma.
Yeah.
Trans trauma? No, that's a different thing.
And then we went to the woods.
Yes.
Which was cute, and we had a battle. We had a cute little battle.
We fought the
Um,
trauma. We
We
brought
fought,
trauma
we fought that
Cerberus.
trauma, baby. We did it.
And
we
then we
did.
straight up ran at the trauma, which turned out to be the right thing. And kudos to Gemma for figuring that
Yep.
one out. 'cause
Gemma-
nobody
Gemma
else was
headed
gonna
that.
do that.
Yes, that was definitely what Gemma had planned.
But it's
all
what she
along.
did, so who cares?
I
Led
You
the
know?
charge.
maybe we'll talk about it in this session. Maybe
Maybe.
we'll
You were
talk
in
about it.
All right, so that's a little quick recap of what we did last week. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Reflect Media and Reflect Gaming, rather, and Social Club. I am your host and GM, Maui Jones. Tonight we will be playing Wyrd. It is a home-brewed witchy adventure using my hacked version of Kids on Brooms, inspired by Abria Iyengar's Misfits in Magic 2. I have affectionately named it Never Stop Making Magic. So thank you to Abria and the folks at Dimension 20 for creating a wonderful system, and as well as the Kids on Brooms people. Check out Kids on Brooms. It is awesome. Tonight's session may include topics that some viewers may find uncomfortable or objectionable. We've discussed our lines and veils privately and have agreed to personal boundaries as a group, but we want to make sure that you can stay safe as well. And yeah, so with that being said, I'm thrilled to introduce our players tonight. First up, we have Joy Viz, played by the wonderful Chrissy Baker. Chrissy, how you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Can't wait to get started.
I'm excited to play today.
That's right. Next up, we have Kate Vargulich playing Gemma Spencer. How you doing, Kate?
Fan-freaking-tastic!
There we go. And finally, Sadie Keljikian playing Charlie Bagdasarian. How are you, Sadie?
Inchbines! That's for my Armenian friends out there.
There you go. And with all that being said, let's start the show.
Come go ye before, come go ye. If you will not go before, come let me. Ring around the witch's tree, linking round the witch's tree. Come Carlin, Cronin, Queen, around go we. Come go ye before, come go ye. If you will not go before, come let me. Ring around the bloody tree, dying round the bloody tree. Kilted coats and fleeing hair, 3 times 3. Come go ye before, come go ye. If you will not go before, come let me. Ring around the hanging tree, we're hanging from the hanging tree. They'll take the hindmost where'er she be.
There's lemon in a lot of them.
All right.
This one has no that.
We're talking candles during the credits, y'all. All right, let's get started. We start tonight at the Two Shot Speakeasy. It's a day or two since the first trial. We see Joy sitting in the speakeasy. It's a rainy evening, I should say. Rain is slapping against the window. There's a couple people in the bar, but otherwise it's a pretty quiet night at Two Shot. The bar happens to be pet friendly, so your new husky familiar is allowed to be in there and is curled currently around your bar stool, letting out the occasional sighs and huffs. Sitting on the bar, cleaning mugs, is Nia. What do you do?
I have a question. In the year since, how often have I been here, do you think?
That's a question for you. How often do you think you come here?
I think I come here a lot. I think
Okay.
after that first time, I was like, this is where I belong.
Heck yeah.
And so I think that like the drinking is probably fairly minimal. So I think I think earlier I had something, maybe like a little glass of wine or something, but I had a bad experience with drinking the first time. And I think that I'm going to get it's just a soda. It looks like a mixed drink. There's a lemon in it or whatever, but it's just a soda. And I'm going to say hi to Naya and just pick up kind of where we left off in our conversation.
Hey, yeah. How you doing? You been in here?
I'm
or,
good.
Been in here a lot lately.
Sure. Well,
Good,
it's nice. It's got a good vibe. How's it going? How's the business?
Oh, business is good. I mean, tonight's pretty slow, but business has been pretty good. Can I get you something
Great.
stronger than that Shirley Temple you've been drinking?
No, I'm good. I'll stick with the soda and lemon. I'm not a big drinker. The first time I was in here, it did not go well, and I didn't drink much before that. So,
Okay.
but I've noticed. So I have a question.
Yeah.
I've watched you behind the bar, and I've watched you do the crazy shaker things. How did you learn to do that?
I just picked it up on the road, along the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like go to bartender school or anything like that. I've just, worked in a lot of bars and done a lot of hospitality stuff my whole life, and just kind of picked it up and got good at it. Learned from other bartenders.
That's you're very skilled. I would love to learn.
Oh. All right. Well, come around the bar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Just hop down and walk around the bar.
All right.
Oh, let me wash my hands.
You passed
Okay,
first test.
Yeah, winning.
So, what do you want to make?
I have no idea what anything is, and I'm just gonna pick like one of the menus off the bars, the bar that probably like the people that don't drink the beers kind of look at. And I'm gonna be like, how about that one? And I'm gonna point to an old fashioned.
Okay, old fashioned. It's my favorite. And she goes through the steps with you. First she does it. Shows you how to like muddle the fruit and put in the bitters and all the various steps. Takes a bit of an orange and peels it and rubs it around the rim, puts it in there, tosses a cherry in there. After she's muddled and everything, fills up the glass. It shows you, okay, boom, that's how you do it. Let's see you do it.
Amazing. Sure. Oh yeah. Okay.
Give me. I want to see if you can remember what you just learned. So give me a mind check, please. Difficulty's going to be. Let's see. This is your first time making it. Difficulty's going to be a 7.
Okay.
You can use magic if you want to try and make it easy, but
Yeah, I think
that might be cheating. I'm just saying.
It's a little cheating, but is it cheating though?
I mean, not if you don't get caught. It's just not like she can perceive it.
All right, exactly. I'm not gonna get caught, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use it.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna channel again through like the wood of the bar. I'm gonna reach out and touch the bar, and I'm gonna channel through the wood, and like go up and try to sense like the proportions. I remember everything she touched. I'm just trying to remember the proportions and kind of like the order. And so I'm gonna try and like deconstruct this thing a little bit.
Yeah.
Through the bar really quick, and then see if I can make it. All right. That is a 13.
13. You stand there, you press your fingers against the bar, and you feel like the memories of Naya making this drink over and over and over again. You see her hands, you see the way they move, and then you begin to move like her, and you kind of zone out a little bit. I think little sparks of green motes of magic are kind of trailing as your fingers move and grab the things. It's just instantly doing it like you've done it a million times. Naya watches quite impressed. You sure you haven't done this before? Because that was perfect. Like you did it exactly how I do it. You're a quick study, or you're hustling me.
No. You're a good teacher. I've watched you do that a couple of times.
Okay. Well,
You're good at that.
well, thank you. So are you apparently.
Thank you.
You know, I could use a little extra help in the bar if you wanted to, pick up a shift here or there. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, If you think that would be great. Do you need me to like? How often are you thinking?
I don't know. We could start with like 1 or 2 shifts a week.
Yeah, that sounds great. I've got kids at home, but the library. I can close up the library pretty early on certain days. Just let
we're
me
a
know
bar.
when.
We don't really get going until after hours. So.
Right. So that works.
Okay. Do you own clothes that are less soccer mom?
Sure. I could find something for sure.
Okay. I mean, you could look through some of my stuff. I actually look quite right upstairs if you wanted to like, if you don't have anything that you think would kind of fits in with like, the punk rock vibe and whatnot. So.
Yeah, I don't know. That might be fun. I might take you up on that sometime.
Okay. Cool. And as I'm curious, what's going through your head as she's kind of talking to you and like in this.
She's like,
close
Joy
proximity.
is. Initially it was very positive. I think that even though she's been feeling better the past couple of days and things have been good, I think that the soccer mom comment, like, I think that hit a nerve.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that she's, just for tonight, she's trying to like, maybe put a little distance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I think she's going to go back around to the other side of the bar and it's going to be like, yeah, that would be great. No problem, for sure. Mm-hmm.
Roll, give me a mark roll, please.
Okay. Ooh. Oh no, that's not bad. Okay.
Your difficulty is an 8.
That's a 4.
4. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fail. Take a moat.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're, like you said, like the comment kind of like threw you a little bit. You're starting to get self-conscious about what you're wearing. You don't really notice much in that moment. I also think you're a bit distracted because as you're looking at Naya, she kind of goes out of focus as you kind of like see the mirror behind her, behind the bar. You look at it and your reflection in the mirror stutters. And when you blink, it doesn't blink. And as Naya is talking to you, you hear the distant screams of a woman and the yells of a throng of men shouting.
Can I tell, like, is this coming from the mirror?
No,
Okay.
it's coming from behind you. You turn around and you're no longer in the bar. Scotland.
Where am I?
1279. You're running through the woods. Thorns clawing at your blouse and your skirt. Your bare feet slick with mud. Behind you, you hear those cries of the men and the snarling of dogs. She's close! Corner the witch! What do you do?
I am going to... Do I have my dog with me?
No.
Okay, then I am going to... and there's dogs there. I'm gonna see if there's a stream or a river or anything water nearby.
Mm-hmm.
And see if I can run through it.
You hear actually, well, roll me a mark. Let's see if you can discern that.
Okay. Cocked, sorry. Ugh, that's a nat 1.
Take another mode of magic. You don't hear anything. You're disoriented. You're not quite sure which way to go. I'm also gonna say in this moment, like, you are not Joy.
Right.
You are this woman. You're not thinking as Joy anymore. That starts to fade out. Like, Joy fades away, and you are whoever this woman is. You duck under like a low branch that you see at the last second. Your lungs are burning. You weren't ready for the branch, and so it kind of like throws you off balance with that one mark. You end up slipping on some wet leaves, and you crash into a clearing. The hounds break through first. They're growling at you. Their teeth are bared. The men follow. Torches held high, blades drawn, eyes filled with hate. There she is! End it!
Can I, do I have magic?
You can certainly try.
All right.
I'm going to say it is not at what Joyce is at. It's going to be at a D4, your magic die,
Okay.
for this roll.
Sure. All right, so she is going to try and throw a line of fire between her and the men and the dogs.
Okay. That's going to be melee plus magic. Your difficulty on this is going to be 12.
All right. Ooh, that's an 18.
18. With that 18, you throw your hands out. You're terrified. You throw your hands up, and flames shoot out of your hands. 1 second. You said that was an 18, correct?
Yes. And like, I'm sorry everybody out there, but yeah, I would try and like get right in front of the dogs to get them to move back.
Okay. So as you throw this fire, you see like this like wall of fire appear, and one of the men, you see raise his hand. You notice on his hand, under the light of the fire, you can see that an M, the letter M, is branded on his hand. As he reaches out, he puts his hand into the fire, and the fire begins to extinguish. And they step
I want to try
through.
and make it higher. Can I go higher, or is no? I don't have time.
No, they step through, and as he is absorbing this fire, you feel weaker. You feel like your magic is being siphoned. It's not the main person, the guy that everyone's egging on. It's just like, it's one of the other guys that is doing this. And the rest of the gentlemen don't seem to register what happened. And
Who are you?
he kind of smiles at you, and you see him whispering in the ear of the man in the front. And he says, "She's a witch. Kill her." The men stand closer to you, ready to strike. As they lift their swords, what's the last thing you say or do?
I don't have anything on me.
You don't have anything on you.
I think I just say, I curse you, and I spit at them.
You spit, and it hits the face of the main person. and you see the guy that's whispering in his ear, the man with the M on his hand, say, "Do it now, Angus. Do it. Kill her." He lunges forward with his sword raised, and then, as that happens, there's a rush of wind that passes through the trees, and it sounds like the wind is speaking, like whispering, and you hear, "Little Angus likes to hurt women." And then you hear another voice. "Are you mad that your wife survived your beating, you feckless thug?" And then you hear that first voice again. "Little men with little cocks and little power." And then you hear, not as a whisper, but close, "Would you like to see real magic, Angus?" And at that moment, vines begin to snap from trees and pull down and lash around his throat. More vines and branches yank the other men up into the canopy of trees. Their screams cut short as the vines pull tight. Roots surge from the earth, curling around another one's legs, cracking his bones as he screams, and you see him dragged into the underbrush. Dirt swallowing him whole. Finally, you see Angus there. A woman steps into the clearing, her eyes glowing white. The man with the M tattooed or branded on his hand attempts to try and do some magic. She waves her hand. He flies across the clearing, slams into a tree trunk. You hear the sickening crack of his bones as he crumples down. There's one more man that tries to run at her. She, with a flick of her wrists, ignites him, flames blooming across his body, consuming him. The dogs go over to her and begin licking her hand. She kind of smiles and gives them scritches behind the ear.
I'm just gonna sink down on my knees. Who are you?
The second woman glides down from the trees, being lowered by the branches and the vines. You see she's holding a blade that's dripping with the blood of the men that she just killed up in the canopy. Cloak behind her drifting like mist. The two of them watch you with a steady, unreadable gaze. The first woman that you saw at the flame, kneels beside you. Her voice is soft. She smiles at you. "You're safe now."
Thank you. Yeah. Anything you need.
You asked who we are.
Yes.
We are witches. Like you. She looks at you. "What's your name, child?" And
Anna. Sorry.
actually, you at this moment you feel yourself getting pulled back to the present, and you're watching this scene as you're like kind of rising up higher and higher into the sky. You see the woman who you just occupied hesitate, lips trembling. And then she looks up with a resolve and almost like a joy and a delight at what lies before her. And she says, "Sabia." That's Sybila, Sabia. Let's get weird. The next morning at the UMaine Westwick Library, Charlie and Gemma you sit there with Professor Kramer. He's got the Book of Hecate open in front of him. He's like, okay, well, first of all, I'm really glad that you're here. Have you been sleeping better since surviving the first trial?
Maybe like a little bit, I guess.
But like no more like trauma manifestations or nothing like that?
No.
Okay. All right, that's good. That's real good. I have not seen the third one. Joy, Miss Joy. Do you know if she is on her way?
Nope.
I can text her.
Okay, that would be great. I just don't want to get too deep in the weeds before she gets here.
Okay.
Pop
her a text.
You text her. You're kind of running late as you always do in the morning. You got kids to get to school. You know you were supposed to meet with them, but you're running late. You're probably about 10 minutes out. Joy. And
On the way.
you get that response from her.
On the way.
A few minutes go by. Y'all are kind of shooting the shit. Joy eventually gets there. Okay. So, what do you want to know? Where do you want me to start?
Do you know what the next trial is?
Yes, I believe I do. Sorry, I just realized I still have the combat music from the Scotland scene. Is very intense. Y'all can't hear it.
Knowing what the next trial is. Oh,
Yeah. It's like dun 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 dun.
What's the
I
next
punch him.
thing? Let's talk about it at the library.
The second trial is the claiming of the vessel. This trial requires you to find what your vessel is to achieve flight. This trial is representative. If the first one was representative of trauma, this one would be representative of freedom, of agency, of autonomy.
Okay.
That sounds good.
A vessel? So like a boat or a
Yeah, I was gonna say
Well,
boat.
traditionally, it's been like brooms, but it doesn't have
sure.
to be a broom. It can be anything really. In my research, I found that some witches still do use brooms, but a lot like to choose other things, like their car, like enchanting their car, or some younger witches do skateboards. It really can be anything you can think of that kind of represents what freedom is to you.
Okay.
So think about, when you feel free. I will also say that in this trial, you may begin to experience memories that aren't your own. I've heard that during the process of finding the vessel, astral time travel happens. This is when you move through time and inhabit the body of someone else. And yes, Miss V.
I did that.
You did. Amazing.
I did that last night.
Do you have any idea of time period or location? Did you get a name?
So it seemed like it was very long ago, and I'm not very good at accents, but I think it was Scottish. And the woman's name, I was her for a while, and then I saw her. Her name was Sabia. Does that mean anything to you?
Oh my, yes. He goes flipping through this book, and stops at a page where you see a woman. It's a drawing of a woman, but you can tell, like, that's the woman. That's her.
That's her.
She's in these beautiful purple robes with hair that is just completely white. And behind her, you see all these women standing behind her in this drawing. That is Mother Sybil. She's the high priestess of the Ecclesia of Hecate, the Council of Witches.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, so let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before the world was veiled, when gods walked among us, Hecate would empower women. Usually women that have been marginalized, that have been harmed, and empower them with magic. Those were the first witches. And usually the witching of women would happen in threes. Perhaps you've heard of the term mother, maiden, and crone.
Yeah.
Of course, this doesn't actually refer to being a mother, a maiden, or a crone, but phases of life. The crone, experience and wisdom. The mother, nurture. The maiden, youth, innocence, endless possibility.
Okay.
After the veiling, witches became less commonplace, and their powers were greatly diminished as our pipeline to magic was diminished as the gods were put behind the veil. Now, there's a group of men, of aristocratic men, who became obsessed with learning about the arcane. They eventually became the Order of Malleus. They created this society of witch hunters that would harvest magic from witches. The last...
Did they have an M on their palm?
Yes. Did you see one in your vision, in your travel?
I did. He was terrible.
Yeah.
She felt cold.
Yes.
Like,
they can siphon magic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do they still exist?
Not that I know of. The last recorded great hunt was the Salem witch trials.
Right.
Okay.
And since then, it is believed that witches became extinct, though clearly there are still some out there. What actually happened was that the remaining witches created the Ecclesia of Hecate, this grand coven of every activated witch, to create a network of support for all witches. But they're really hard to find. Most witches just end up becoming unclaimed hedge witches these days. But if you can find the Ecclesia and become part of the Grand Coven, they offer support, and they help keep the old ways and old magics alive. All witches are welcome to the Ecclesia if you can find them.
And this...
But you don't know where we would look? Sorry.
No, but I can, of course, continue to research and see if I can find anything.
And the head of this ecclesia
Is Sybil.
is this woman that you, I don't know, embodied, invaded in your dream, Joy?
It must be. I didn't plan it. Obviously, it wasn't really even a dream. I was actually at two shots.
Oh.
You remember? So the dreams, and you're there, and it's not up to you, right? It was like that, but I was awake.
Oh.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
So,
So you just had a vision?
I guess it felt real. I felt like I was there, but I wasn't me. I was this woman. I was running from dogs. The guy, horrible, had a mark on his hand, and
Yeah.
I did everything I could to stop him, and then these women showed up and saved her.
Who were the women?
I'm afraid I wouldn't have any way of knowing that, but Sybil is
Witches, definitely.
is a big name in witch lore. Another thing, have any of you noticed that your magic manifests in a certain way? We haven't discussed if you figured out what type of witch you are.
What are the options?
Yeah.
Well, you could be an earth witch, also known as a green witch. That's a nature magic. It could be air, which is a divination magic. Water, which is usually defensive magic, and fire, which is offensive magic. There is also tale of gray witches, and they can wield the entire spectrum of magic.
Oh,
Wow.
wow. That's impressive. I don't know that my magic is like, showing up as any one thing yet. I feel like I haven't really done a lot of magic yet, even. So I don't know.
Yeah, the main thing for me seems to be that I can move real fast.
Moving fast, perhaps that's air. Maybe you're a divination witch.
So I can, tell the future?
Well, you can still do all of the other things. It's just kind of like your ruling domain.
Oh, like in that game my friends play.
A game? I don't know if I'm familiar.
Never mind.
Is it like a role playing, like tabletop, that kind of thing?
Oh, yeah, that.
Oh, you must be talking about Gateways and Griffins.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yes, I've heard of it. I've never played it.
Yeah, it's like.
But it's in that show I watched.
And you can be like a protective wizard, but you can also tell the future sometimes. It's weird.
Yeah. I know people watch that on that show on Netflix. It's like Stronger Items or something like that. I think it's Stronger Items. Yeah, I've heard of it. I haven't watched it, of course.
Sounds like a really dumb show.
I hear the last season is coming up. I've been meaning to try and watch it, see if it's accurate at all. But
in any event, so there's probably one sort of category of magic that is our specialty.
Yes.
But not all we can do, just the best thing, the thing we're best at.
Yes.
Got it. I've been trying to think about what out of character.
Yeah.
what magic I actually did last time. I feel like I didn't do anything.
I feel like you didn't
the handcuff.
I grabbed.
You did the
Coco.
handcuff thing, but I don't know that you did too much.
You turned invisible. You turned incorporeal.
Yeah, that could
Okay.
also point towards air. The speed could also maybe point towards water or fire. I feel like you don't
Okay.
have enough information.
Yeah.
Yet.
And then I kind of
water's
combined.
defensive.
I created links between us in that fight that we did.
Mhm.
Yes, you did. Yes,
Mhm.
I feel that's water. I feel like
Water?
that's water. Yeah, I feel
Could
like
be.
that's water.
Okay. Well,
But I don't know.
Time
I don't
will
know.
tell. Time will tell.
Yeah.
We're just starting. I was like, what did I even do last time? I could not remember for the life of me.
And meanwhile, I'm Ricky Bobby. I want to go fast.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't know if you want to try and see if you can control the astral travel, or if it just you wait for it to happen. Beyond the kind of the basic trial, the information of what it is, like I said, the details are very private among the witching community, so I'm not sure if there's a way for us to kind of force it or if it just happens.
Okay. And you're not a part of the witching community then, if you don't know?
No, I am not. I am just a lifelong student.
Got it. Okay.
When I was young, I witnessed a feat of magic, and since then I've been able to perceive, and...
Okay, but you can't do it?
No, unfortunately not. I've always wanted to be honest, but I think it's
Maui,
amazing.
This is very this is very D&D of me, but can
Sure.
I make like a mark check against him? I feel like this is such a good window into this very like prominent NPC, and Mark is my D20, so I feel like I should use it.
Please do.
I really just want to, like, he is like talking about like he wishes that he could do magic. He's studied them his entire life. Like, is it really just like this genuine like appreciation, or is he like does he have some
Does he have a mark?
feelings?
Does
he have some feelings about it? I don't know that he'd be that obvious to have a mark on his palm. But does he have some nastier feelings about
Is his
this?
interest perhaps a bit self-serving?
Sure. Let's you don't know him too well. I'm gonna set this at a 9, we'll say.
A 9?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think about if I wanted to add magic to this and like how that would manifest. I don't know. I feel like I'm like really trying to like tie this into like my mark and like her like ability to read people really well. We were talking about how that was like her strongest skill set, and I feel like could I just like very casually like place my hand on like the same surface that like he is touching? Like if we're all gathered around like a table, could I like very casually but very very purposefully place my hand like on the table and like just like kind of get a read on him that way and add magic, or no?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna add my D8 then. You said the DC is 9?
9. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just got it. I just got a 9.
Okay.
It was a 6 on my D20 and a 3 on the magic die.
So this feels like an act of divination to me.
Ooh, okay.
So I think
I like that.
And with Mark being your highest thing, that could point to you being a divination witch.
A diviner.
So yeah, could
Yeah.
be. Could be fun. Could be good. I don't know.
Keep an eye
In
out.
any event, I think you feel a rush of wind on your back, and as he talks, you see a child. The same kind of like big, like oversized, round, wire-rimmed glasses that Professor Kramer wears now. You hear his mother calling out to him. "Come here, Henry. Come here. Coming, Mama." And you see him running up to her as she scoops him up in her arms. And she nuzzles him nose to nose. And he laughs. He's like, "Eskimo kisses, Mama." And she's like, "That's right, my love." And he says, Can you do the thing?" And she looks around to make sure no one's around, and she says, "Of course I can, my love." And she sets him down, and then she reaches behind her back, and there's like a flash of blue energy. And when she brings it around, she's holding uh, water, like a large globe of water, and then she, with her hand, like waves her hand over it, and then you see a little astral fish swimming around in it. The scene shifts. You see it all jumble up into water again. And then you see another scene. You see this kid crying and reaching out for his mother. And these men hold him back. And you see his mother tied up on a stake. And one of the men say, "Do not look, boy." And she says, "No, please, please, please. Please give me my son." As she goes up in a flame. And as she does, you see these men all kind of in like a circle around, step forward and reach out their hands. You see the M, the letter M branded on each of their hands, and you see the blue energy begin to sap from her and hit their M's, and their M's light up, and they become empowered. The last thing you see is young Henry's face, tears streaming down it, as you come back into the present.
Okay. Okay. Just process that by myself. Excuse me.
At this moment, Coco enters the library. Hey, any progress, y'all?
A bit.
Yes and no?
We have a heading. We have a direction.
Oh, okay.
But not much else.
More
All right.
information.
Well, I
Hi,
mean,
Coco.
you don't have. Hi, Miss V. I mean, if y'all don't got anything to do, I mean, this shouldn't take up your whole life. Y'all should still live. You know, it's been a weird few days for y'all. I know. Maybe we can like go out or something.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Sure.
Well, why don't we meet up tonight at Two Shots?
Perfect.
And then she walks over to you, Charlie. She's like, "I know you had trouble getting in there. I hope you don't mind. I took the liberty." And she like reaches in her bag and pulls out a fake for you.
And I thought I was the bad influence.
Wow.
I got a friend back home that owed me a favor, is all. So I just,
Oh my god, tell your friend I owe them something amazing. I don't know what yet. I'm gonna figure it out. Thank you.
He's the best. Everybody loves him back home. His name's Gabri. He's just a really nice guy.
Oh, sick name. I love that.
Yeah. He's fabulous. You would love him. So anyway, why don't we just like meet up this evening at Two Shot and just like maybe unwind a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, huh?
Look over at Charlie and be like, "Yeah, okay. We'll be there."
Mm-hmm.
As you leave, let's see. The two of you have had visions so far. Charlie, y'all have left this kind of meeting, this powwow with Professor Kramer. Where do you think you go after this? Later today you're going to be meeting up with the ladies and whatnot. Where do you think you go? You don't have any classes today, so where do you think you go?
I think I think the vessel thing is sticking in my head, and I want to go for a walk because it seems like everybody else is busy and I don't want to go home. So I'm going to go for a walk and try and look at some, look at the cars, look at the bikes, look at the way that people are getting around, see if anything jumps out at me. I think I'm also a little bit like, I think Charlie got real quiet during that conversation with Professor Kramer because she heard the words innocent and endless possibility, and she doesn't feel like either one of those apply to her.
Do me a favor, roll me a d20.
Absolutely. 18.
You have about 18 minutes to kind of mull over things and ponder things before your phone starts going off. You really wanted to spend some time. You didn't want to go home. You really wanted to focus on things. And then your phone starts ringing. What ringtone do you have set on your phone for your mother? I'm so sorry.
I think it's some fucking show tune that my mom doesn't realize it is as fucked up as it is. So it's like If Mama Was Married from Gypsy.
Oh, I was going to ask if it was from Gypsy. I love that.
But it's like it's that song. So it's like the two daughters being like, this woman is ruining our lives. But my mom just thinks it's a cute song about two daughters who want their mom to get married because every woman needs a husband. That weird cross-cultural translation issue that happens a lot. This is based on reality, I promise you.
Do you answer it?
Yeah, because I know if I don't, it's gonna be shitty.
Okay. Charlotte, where are you?
Hi, Mom. I'm just I was doing a little research at the library, but
You can do research at home. You have chores to do.
Yes, Mama. Do you need anything on the way home?
Get some milk.
Okay, Mama.
What is wrong?
Nothing. What?
You've been distant.
Just busy with school. I don't mean to be distant. I'm sorry, Mama.
Give me a magnetism roll to see if she believes that. Difficulty can be 7.
I use magic.
Yeah, you can use magic if you like.
Fantastic. I mean, it's a D20 in magnetism, so I should get it, but I don't trust my rolls. And I shouldn't. That's a... Do I want to use my motes? I'm going to use my motes, bring it up to a 7. I rolled a 5. Can't deal with her right now.
It seems like she's about to press further, but she kind of stops and says, Never mind. Just get home.
Yes, Mama.
You hurry home. As you walk in, and take off your jacket. Your mother is just kind of standing there, like waiting for you to get home. She looks at your forearm, and you see her eyes go like wide. You look to see like what she's looking at, and you see that you have some sort of mark on your arm. It's like 3 spirals. You know that you've never gotten a tattoo, but it looks like a tattoo. And you look up at your mom, and she looks furious. Charlotte, did you get
Mama.
tattoo?
No, I have no idea how that got there.
You have no idea how a tattoo gets on
No.
your forearm.
No, it's not. I didn't get a tattoo. I would know. I would know. I didn't.
She slams her hand on the hip. Charlotte, why would you do this? You have scarred your body.
I promise you, I didn't. I don't know where this came from, Mom. I'm as weirded out as you are. This shouldn't be here. I didn't do this.
I do not believe you. You have been so willful lately. You break your mother's heart. What's going through Charlie's head in this moment?
I think she's been grappling with the notion of she's been living her own life in private. And she's been spinning all these plates and living all these different lives in all these different sort of spheres of her existence. And she's always thought that even though her mother is never satisfied with her, that at least she always thought that she could at least keep her happy enough to keep all those plates spinning. And I think as she gets older and as she really tries, because in the last year she has been, I mean, her mother says she's been willful. She's been as attentive a daughter as she could possibly have been.
Yeah.
Since her grandmother died. And it seems like the judgment is even harsher now, and the standards are even more impossible to meet.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she's starting to realize nothing I ever do will be enough, so why am I bothering at all?
As you're thinking that, you hear the jangle of metal against metal, like chains, and you hear the dripping of water.
Mom, do you hear that?
Your mother is talking, but there's no sound coming from her.
Mom?
You hear the footsteps on cobbled stone behind you.
I turn to look.
You turn to look, and you feel the yank of the shackles that are around your hands, around your wrists. As you look down, and you see that you are shackled, and the shackles are bolted into the cobbled floor, and you are in some sort of small prison cell by yourself. Definitely not a modern day prison cell. And the steps you were hearing was a guard walking by that just like slid some food under like the slot at the bottom of the door. Judging from the accents that you hear, it sounds like Spanish, but roll me a mark to see if you can get any more information.
D8. That's a 6.
6. You're pretty sure that this is not Mexican Spanish. This sounds like Spanish. You sit there
Perdón?
waiting for something to happen. After a while, you get hungry. You eat the food. Eventually, another thing of food is shoved under the door. You eat that too. You get tired. You sleep. You wake up, you're still in that cell. And another day goes by. And another day goes by. I need you to roll your metal to see how your mind is faring in this. This is 3 days of solitary. That's going to be a 10.
Can I use magic?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's going to be a D4 for your magic in this situation.
Because I'm a new... Right. I'm not me. Ooh, D4 blew up.
Okay.
Blew up again!
Okay.
Blew up again!
Jesus, okay.
What's happening? Okay, so that's 12, 14, 15. With a D4 and a D6, I rolled a 15. That's pretty solid.
Whoo, okay.
That was insane. I rolled a 1 on the D6. But
As this
wild.
woman, who you know, because you are her in this moment, you know her name to be Isabel. As this woman sits in this prison cell, dreaming of freedom, what vessel does she summon? As she prays to God to please release her, what vessel does she summon?
It's around what time in history?
Judging from like the clothes that you've seen on the outside, your best guess is maybe like 1400s, 1500s.
Not a ton of options. But I think she sees this is wild. I think she sees a wheelbarrow outside the window.
Okay. Describe the moment where this wheelbarrow like begins to respond to your commands and comes to you, like, and helps free you. Because in this moment, you decide that you're not going to be caged. You are going to be free. Isabel is going to be free. Describe the moment where she takes her freedom.
So, she's in her cell. She's shackled. She can't really move much. And she hears that kind of rattle rumble of wheels on cobblestones outside the window. And she hears a kind of thud and looks and sees that someone has sort of parked it right outside of her little window, her barred window. And she looks out, and something about it looks so inviting. And she just stares at it and focuses on it for a moment. And I think it kind of lurches. And maybe she's not sure what that means at first. Maybe she thinks it just wasn't balanced and it kind of fell or something. But then it very quickly and very suddenly starts moving so fast and with such force that it punches a hole in the wall.
And as it punches the hole in the wall, you feel the shackles shake and release from your wrists. And the wheelbarrow just kind of like a little closer to you, as if it's saying, hop on in. And you jump in, and it shakes once, it shakes twice, and then lurches forward as you take off to the skies. And you feel the rush of wind on your face. You feel the freedom. And then you hear, Charlotte! Charlotte! Your mother is shaking you. And you are back. Are you doing drugs?
No.
What is wrong with you? You seem weird lately.
I'm just getting used to my new class schedule. That's all.
Fine. Do your chores. Your father and I will talk to you about this tattoo that you've gotten later.
Yes, Mama.
We fast forward to the evening. Gemma, you've just gotten to 2 shots.
Yes. Yes, I
head in.
have.
You're the first one there.
Okay.
Waiting for the other 2 to show up.
Okay. Is Coco here?
You do not see Coco yet.
Okay.
What do you do?
I'll get a drink.
Get a drink. Naya's like,
Yeah.
hey, how you doing? You know, get you your drink.
Hi.
What's your usual?
Ooh, what is Gemma's usual? I think my first instinct is that she's a whiskey gal. I think she's a whiskey gal, and I think she gets it on the rocks.
Okay. Naya, pours your usual whiskey on the rocks, sits down, goes back to serving some other people. You see on your hand, from under your sleeve, you see your cockroach familiar pop its head out and kind of look around, and then like look up at you, and
No.
like gets annoyed and like goes back into your sleeve. You feel
Not
it like
in a
crawl
place
up.
of business.
You feel it crawl up your arm, like around your back, down your other sleeve, and pokes its head out of that one. It's like looking around again, and like looks up at you.
It's not what I meant, and you know it.
You see like it's like little like antennas like, and then just like sadly like go back into your sleeve. I'd love to know what's going through Gemma's mind. Like, what's the last couple days been like for her?
I just found out in this moment that she's now incredibly comfortable with having a cockroach, like, on her person at all times. I just found that out about Gemma.
This just in.
This just in, y'all. This just in. Gemma is comfortable with it, actually. Yeah, no, I just found that out about her. And I think that... Yeah, you literally asking us, like, apropos of nothing, like, are the dreams, like, over? Like, have you stopped having dreams? I was like, I mean, I guess we've stopped having dreams. Like, we did conquer that, so I guess they've stopped. So I feel like she's, like, catching up on sleep weirdly. Like, I think that this is the last couple days have been like when she's not like actively like going to the library or like researching or doing things with these two other women that she's now friends with inexplicably. I think that she's like sleeping and like being a bit of like a couch potato, but like in a healthy way, not in like a depressed way. I think that she's like embracing restorative rest a little bit now that she's not plagued by nightmares.
Yeah.
She's choosing to do that. And also like has a has a cockroach now
Yeah.
that like won't leave her alone.
As you're sitting there, you hear from behind you, that's a strong drink.
I turn around and look at the person who has decided to speak with me.
You see this like tall, like square-jawed, very handsome man in like an impeccable suit, just a little too tan, teeth a little too straight, a little too white, a little just perfect hair, perfectly coiffed, $1 million smile, like beautiful person, but like also just kind of gives off like vapid like emptiness, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
He goes, name's Matt Daggett. How you doing?
I'm great, Matt. How are you?
Oh, wonderful. Especially now that I met such a beautiful woman as yourself.
Congrats.
Perhaps I could get you a drink, maybe something more your speed. I'm looking at you, I'm thinking of Mai Tai. Am I right?
No.
Oh, okay, hold on. I'm really good at this usually. Let me try one more time.
Okay.
Oh, like cranberry and vodka, like one of those things.
No.
Okay, I give up. You're a tough one to read. What do you like? Oh, really? I thought you were that by mistake. Well, I'll get one too. And he like, throws a hand up at Naya, and she's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I'll have what she's having." She gives it to him. He drinks. He goes, "So, you come here often?"
Not terribly. No.
I'm just in town for a couple days myself. I travel a lot, on business.
No, for sure. Yeah. Like what business are you in?
Oh, I work in automation. CFO of an emerging technology group. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Like I said, just in town for a night or two. Got a hotel room right around the corner.
That's great for you.
Yeah, found this place on Yelp. Heard it's pretty good. A lot of women, not a lot of guys. Big fish, big pond.
Yeah, I think that your chances are looking pretty good. Seems like not a lot of guys came out tonight.
Looking pretty good, huh? He just like leans in close. He's got a little too much cologne on.
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. I should have clarified. Not with me. I'm gay. But like with other people, you should definitely give it a try.
Huh. Well, can't say that I'm not disappointed. You're very beautiful. But I do have to say, you should smile a little bit more.
Oh. Why do you think I'd listen to anything that you have to say?
He's kind of taken aback by that. Yeah, well, whatever. Your loss, right? And like, it's kind of like goes off, and you see him go up to somebody else, and goes, "Ah, strong drink for like," he's doing the exact same thing to the next person.
No, of course.
Naya
Clearly,
looks at
clearly I was the problem. I was the dud.
you. Yeah. Naya looks at you and goes, "You okay?"
That was fun.
Okay, just checking. At this moment, you see your friends kind of coming in over the next couple of minutes. You see Joy, you see Charlie, Coco gets there. So what happens? Like, what's Ladies' Night with the four of you look like? Yes, Joy.
I want to do one thing. I want to go in and out, like wave at Naya, and walk over to the table, put my hands down, and say, "I need help." So, one of the weird side effects, it appears that I know how to mix drinks. And I did it in front of Naya. And she's offered me a couple nights at the bar, which, I've been inside for, 50 years. And I need to look the part. She said something about a soccer mom look, and she's not wrong. She offered for me to look in her place for her clothes, but honestly, what?
She invited you to her place?
Yeah, it's upstairs. I think she just was sad about what I was wearing.
I think that I'm gonna maybe pinch Charlie's arm for just a quick second and just very very subtly and be like, yeah, I think that if you want to go up, that would probably be fine. It seems like Naya's comfortable with it, but if you're not, then you shouldn't.
Yeah, you should do
I think
exactly what feels right.
Well, I think I'd be embarrassed because I've got these clothes on and I don't know what kind. I was hoping that you young people could help me find some. She said something like rock and roll or something. Like maybe we could go shopping because I don't want to pick through her closet. What if it doesn't fit? What if I put something on and it doesn't fit? I would be so embarrassed.
Well, then let's go shopping.
Okay, not today, obviously, tonight, but at some point.
Yeah. No, I think the shops are closed
reference.
Probably, but yeah.
For future reference, there's nothing embarrassing about clothes not fitting.
There is.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
No. Your body's awesome.
Yeah, I gotta say, Ms. V, you rocking it.
Thank you. That's really,
who's talking?
really kind of you, Coco.
It's Coco.
Oh, Coco. Sorry. I was like, what's happening?
You thought that Matt popped back in?
It's Matt. It's Matt.
Strong drink for a strong lady.
No.
Yeah, all of a sudden, really down with any
hardcore feminist.
Yeah, super ride or die for women, baby.
Nope.
Ride or die.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
Time's up, am I right? It's just the
God.
worst.
Actually,
the
no,
worst.
I feel like it isn't anymore now that you've said that.
Have
I
you
know,
ever
right?
heard of mansplaining? It's this thing where men explain.
Let me explain to you about the feminism movement. It's just like, Jesus Christ, Matt.
So
Just
yeah,
please
clearly
leave.
Joy has missed the whole reference, has missed the whole invitation, has missed the whole.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
no, straight over her head.
I feel
No,
like
let's go shopping. Let's go shopping.
Sure,
Today's not the day for that. I think the shops are
No.
closed.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, the shops are definitely closed at 10 o'clock. But yeah,
we'll figure something out. We
we
got
totally
you.
will.
Thanks.
And there's tons of shops here.
Gotcha.
Thank you so much.
For
drink?
tonight, though,
Drink.
many drinks, yes, please.
You need to catch up. This is.
I think I immediately order a shot and a cocktail.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you and Coco go to the bar. Coco is looking at you. You look over at her. She's gonna look like looks away, like ways over Naya. What do you guys ordered a cocktail and a shot? She orders like the same thing that you got. You guys both head back. As you're at the bar, she's like, "Does Miss V know that Naya wanted to hook up with her?"
Oh, for sure not. But we'll get there.
Okay.
Cute though, right? I kind of ship it.
No, for sure, me too. But have you found anybody at the school? I feel like I never see you with nobody.
Oh, nah. I mean, I hang out with people, but it never amounts to much.
Oh, all right. Well, Marcus is pretty cute and in econ.
My type? I'm kind of.
What's your type?
Well, I like lots of different people, but mostly a lot of women.
As you're saying this, you see Matt Daggett like coming over with 2 drinks, and as you say like women, and you see, and he just like very like smoothly just like turns around and goes to someone else.
Oh my god, at this exact moment, I like kind of like softly like punch Joy in the arm and be like,
I think that's something. Do you think that's something? I think that's something.
yes, I think it's something.
I don't always know if it's something, but I feel like that's something.
No, it totally is.
I like it.
All right, well then cool. We could maybe we can find somebody that is your type.
I don't know. It's so crazy right now with all the witch stuff. So.
Oh yeah, totally. Probably don't even have time for anything like that right now. So.
It would depend on the person, I think.
Cool. And at this moment, the band has been setting up and they're like getting ready to play.
Patty, oh hell yeah, they're my favorite.
Patty comes out. Every time Patty comes out, like it's a different like arrangement of like band members, and like it's a different band name. She's like, hey, yesterday we were something wicked, and today we're fuck you. 1, 2, 3, 4. It just like, and just starts jamming out. More and more people are coming in. They're just like kind of like, getting hyped.
That's punk right there. That's punk.
Today we're fuck you.
Today we're fuck you. Yesterday we were something else, but fuck the man. We're fuck you today.
It's not because I forgot what I called them in your session.
No.
It's fine.
I would never think that of you.
It's just what Patty does.
I would never think that of you, Maui. Not once, but I think that of you.
And yeah, and like the night kind of gets started. So like, what do y'all do? What do y'all do as this evening progresses? Like, give me some highlights. Each of you give me like a little snippet of your evening, partying at 2 Shots.
Okay. I think that Gemma has decided that she's not. I don't think this is a conscious decision, but I think that she like knows in her heart that she's like not ready to be like up there dancing with the best of them. I feel like that's not quite where Gemma is right now, but she is instead gonna track Matt. as he tries it on with every lesbian in this bar. And then at the same time, she's also gonna try to nudge Joy over to Naya, and she's gonna try to nudge Charlie into Coco, like at different times, but she's gonna be playing matchmaker and be kind of on the sidelines a little bit today.
Yeah. So do me a favor, give me a magnetism roll.
Okay. since we've kind of started to, I really like this like divination thread
Mm-hmm.
for Gemma, and I like that it like comes with like air, and that it's like, you know, person to person type stuff, which
Yeah.
she's really good at. Could I kind of add my magic die to that and say that like I'm kind of controlling air currents and like maybe like, you know, giving a nice little breeze on the back of someone's neck or something, or like, you know, blowing, doing some kind of like air trickery with Matt so that he looks like a dumbass.
Yeah, so this particular role, you mentioned uh Joy and trying to
Mm-hmm.
push her towards Naya.
Uh-huh.
Things are really busy right
Yeah.
now. Naya's a little overwhelmed behind the bar.
Yeah.
Looks like maybe she could use a little bit of help.
Hey
This
Joy, I think this
role,
might be a great time for you to like get some hands-on training. It looks like Naya's really swamped.
Well, I'm not sure. Do you think so?
Yeah, I
Do I
think she'd
look
really
okay?
No, I think she'd really appreciate it actually.
Yeah.
now give me that roll.
With magic.
Yeah, with magic.
Okay. It's a 10 with
The
magic.
10. You see Naya like is like working, and then like gets an idea. Oh my god. Joy,
Yeah.
Do-
Yeah.
do you want to come help? It's getting a little crazy.
Sure.
Fuck you was killing it tonight.
They're amazing. I'm coming.
And so you head back there and you're helping out. Y'all are like moving fast. You can't help but notice like, you know, it's a tight kind of, you know, galley back there. You can't help but notice like whenever like the two of you cross, like, you know, there's like, you know, the brush of a forearm, you know, as y'all are like making drinks next to each other. Sometimes she like kind of bumps you and smiles, you know, as you're doing your thing. You're like using your magic to like keep to like make all the drinks and whatnot, and she's just like really impressed. Give me your snippet, Joy. What's something that's happening for you in this moment?
She's so Joy started off definitely trying to keep an eye on the kids, right? Like that's one of the things is keep an eye on Charlie, especially. Gemma seems to be really coming out of her shell, and like I've been laughing and just really having a lot of fun. I'm watching Coco, but once I get behind the bar, I think that she is just really into Naya, and like the world kind of disappears. And I think she's gonna try and make some jokes, maybe. I don't know how good her joking is, but she's gonna try to make a couple of jokes while we're like brushing by each other. And she's really gonna try not to drop stuff, because while she makes stuff really well, as we have seen in the session long ago, she's not always great at not dropping things.
Do you have a joke in your mind of like a joke that you try and tell Naya as the two of you are working side by side?
Yes.
Okay, I would love to hear this joke. For actually telling the joke, I will give you a +3 on your magnetism roll to see how this lands with her.
Okay. So the joke is, why are chickens so loud?
I don't know why.
Because and I'm not going to use my magic.
Give me magnetism with a +3.
Okay. Oh, that blew up. All right, that's a 4. So it's a 7. +3, 10.
She laughs so hard she like snorts a little bit, and she says, "Oh my god, I'm sorry, I can't believe I just did that. That was hilarious.
It was awesome.
You were so cute." And she goes back to like making drinks. You like look over at the table and you see like Coco, and there's like all this like, yeah, you did it. Charlie, what about you? Give me your snippet of what you're doing at the bar.
I think I'm in a little bit of a kind of I'm a little bit in free fall, and I think I'm probably drinking a bit too much. I'm being chill about it. I'm not like pounding them back in a way that's obvious, but I think I am drinking a bit too much because I'm angry at my mother, and I'm frustrated that I can't. I feel stuck, and I feel like I can't ever make moves in the direction of things that I want, because even when I do nothing, it gets me in hot water at home.
Yeah.
So I'm partying. I'm probably like moshing when the band comes off, even if I'm just by myself.
Yeah.
Like I'm partying.
I think Coco is gonna like party up there with you, and probably dance with you a bit. I'd like you. Give me a maneuver check, please.
Okay.
Let's see how it goes out there on the dance floor as you're moshing to this punk band.
It's magic.
Let's just say it's just you in this moment. But this isn't like anything crazy, so it's like a 6 difficulty, we'll say.
I mean, I could have it, but I'm gonna roll. It's more fun. It was cocked. I'm gonna have it. Rolled poorly.
Well, this isn't a planned action. This is more of like a snap.
But
Or do you have a thing that lets you do it as
yes,
such?
I do.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, so you are...
Oh, no, wait. That's not until I get my vessel. Never mind.
You don't have your vessel.
So I failed.
So you
I take
failed.
2 motes.
Take your motes. So, as you are moshing, I think you're not a drinker.
Mm-hmm.
And all of the sudden movement kind of gets to you. And all of a sudden your stomach starts to do some flips. And goes, nope. As you blow chunks all over yourself and Coco.
Maneuver?
Because you're moving.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna. Thought that would be metal, maybe, because it's how well I handle my booze. Cool. No, it's how well I handle my vomit. Awesome. Great. A little bit of reality informing art. I love that so much.
The band kind of stops and goes, oh shit. And like kind of keeps going. You and Coco get cleaned up.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
No, I'm so sorry. That's so gross.
Okay.
Oh
No,
god,
okay.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. She takes you to the bathroom and she like takes off, like she's wearing like a light hoodie. She takes it off. She's just got like a old like ratty t-shirt on underneath. She starts cleaning you up. Takes off like whatever. Like what were you wearing?
I think I was wearing like cargo pants and a crop top with a jacket over top so that my mom wouldn't see me leaving the house in a crop top.
Okay, so crop top's okay, but the jacket's messed up, so she takes the jacket off. There's still a little bit like here and there, like on you. So she grabs some like paper towels and is like kind of like wiping you off, and is kind of like fixing your hair. And she looks
Thank
at you. It's like, are you okay?
Physically, yes. Emotionally, definitely not.
Oh, it's okay. We used to get overserved, back in St. Ariadne all the time. We did a lot of stupid stuff. It's fine. We're in college. This is the time to get stupid. It's all good.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What's wrong?
What am I doing?
Having a good time, blowing off some steam.
I think there must be some kind of fucking mistake because I don't think I'm supposed to be a magic person. I don't think I'm built for this.
I don't know why you would say that, but
Because I'm a fucking mess, Coco. I never go home because I can't stand it there. I'm almost failing out of school. I'm barely hanging on by the skin of my teeth. I don't even know what I want.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to dump all this on you. Fuck.
No, it's okay. I just want to make sure you're all right.
I'm sorry, I'm ruining your night out. I should.
Do you go back out?
I think I try to clean off my jacket so it doesn't smell like booze.
Coco takes the jacket from him. She's like, I got it. Why don't you go sit down and go be with your friends, and I'll get this cleaned up for you.
You really don't have to do that.
No, I don't mind.
You're a
That's
really
what friends
good
do,
person.
right? She takes the jacket from me. She starts cleaning it in the sink.
You're a really good person, Coco.
Thank you. You're also a good person.
You say so.
As you head back out,
I think I actually go outside. Just try to get some air.
okay, so when you on your way outside, like Patty like sees you, like they're like in between songs, like they're about to start a song, and she says, "Hey kid," and tosses you her jacket. It's cold outside. And he goes,
Wow.
all right, fuck, he's back. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just kind of goes back to playing. Joy, Gemma, you see Charlie head outside. And you know she just threw up on the dance floor. What do you do?
I think, Joy, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you're probably still behind the bar at this point doing service.
Yeah.
I'll connect eyes with you and be like, I'll go.
As you follow
And
her out, what happens?
I go outside. Yes.
Yeah. What? As you follow her out, what happens? What do you do?
I think that try to be gentle as I, push on the crash bar to get out of the door. I'm imagining a very like old and squeaky like metal door to get out of this place.
Oh yeah, it's loud as fuck.
Yeah. go outside and see if I spot Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I
What are you
went
doing,
far.
Charlie?
I don't think I went far. I think I sat on the curb and I'm kind of doing that like bent over head and hands thing of like, oh God, what am I doing? What am I doing? This is a mess. I'm a mess. Oh fuck.
I'll just kind of nonchalantly sit down on the curb next to her. Won't say anything for a bit to start, see if she has something that she'd like to open with.
Oh.
And if not, after a moment, I'll jump in and be like, so that was an unconventional end to that song. I don't think the band was expecting that.
It's a very kind way of putting it.
What's going on? You just drink too much? Or are you getting sick?
Depends what you mean by sick.
Okay.
Does life make any more sense when you get older?
No. No. It never makes sense. Ever. And it makes even less sense when you find out that you have magical powers. Just throwing that out there.
Hey, I don't. I'm not good at almost anything. And I don't see how I'm gonna be anything but a liability in this situation.
What do you mean? A liability? A liability against what? Exactly.
You and Joy.
Like we're so much better than you at this?
No, just that I feel like everything I touch turns to shit, and everyone around me would just be better off if I wasn't in their life, and I don't want to fuck this up for either of you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can tell this is important, and
Yeah. You know, it's maybe important. Probably a really big deal. Probably. And, you know, maybe it wouldn't be the worst thing if you left some people behind. But that being said, I think that I know a thing or two about what it feels like to just want to disappear. I actually think that I did that And I was like really, really good at it. I didn't talk to my family, cut off all of my friends. And I basically didn't exist for like a really long time. And I still don't kind of exist. I'm kind of like see-through right now. But I don't have this any more figured out than you do. So, like, fuck that. You're fine.
You weren't see-through to my grandma. You were really important to her.
Yeah. She was important to me too. She was she was probably my best friend. And that is like really sad.
No, it's not.
No, not because she's your grandma, but because like
No,
she
I
was
know.
my patient. Like
I know what you mean, but important people can find us in mysterious ways.
that's true.
Patty just threw me her jacket, and on any other day, I would be jumping up and down screaming. I think I need to, get comfortable with fighting. It's not just not fighting for its own sake, but fighting for the things that matter.
As the two of you are outside talking, inside, Joy, can you please give me a mark roll?
Seven.
What was that?
7.
7. You notice out of the corner of your eye, as you're like serving somebody, out of the corner of your eye, you see Matt Daggett grab his like coat off of the wall, but it's not a coat, it looks more like a cloak, and kind of like puts it on as he like looks around and like kind of slips outside. Charlie and Gemma, please give me a mark check as well. This is going to be tougher for y'all because y'all are kind of in conversation. This is going to be a 10 difficulty.
10. Okay. Maui.
Yes.
I have a strength. I have an ability that says that I may spend 1 mode of magic to ask the GM about my surroundings, and NPC or the like. The GM must answer honestly. Is this a situation where that would apply?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Then I will spend my one and only mote of magic.
All right. What's your question?
I think... Oh, I guess I just meant, like, can I, instead of rolling, can I spend a mote of magic because I have this strength and succeed on this check?
Will
that apply to this situation?
Sure, why not? I like it.
Okay.
What did you roll, Charlie? I can't hear you,
muted,
Charlie.
babe.
You're muted, babe.
I rolled a 5. I failed.
All right, take your motes.
I sure did already.
Gemma, you don't notice it, but you feel your cockroach familiar, like tickling the lobe of your ear. And you see its little like antennae like going crazy as it begins to communicate with you. And he goes, "Something's wrong, Gemma. Something's wrong.
What?
Turn
Do you know
around." You see, as you turn around, you see Matt Daggett standing there. His clothes have changed, though. Instead of wearing a nice suit, he's wearing this, like, doublet, like this wool doublet that's kind of padded with buttons down the front, and instead of, like, nice slacks, he's wearing breeches.
Mm-hmm.
And he has this, like, wide-brimmed hat with a high crown. It's like a Puritan kind of hat. And then, like, a long cloak on with, like, a cravat around his neck.
Ugh, barf.
And he looks at the two of you and he goes, witches. Joy, you noticed him going outside. What do you do?
Question. So given the vision that I had, is he giving M? Like, am I getting that vibe?
Mm-hmm.
Am I picking up
Okay.
what he's putting down?
You
Yeah.
look at him, and like when you see him put that cloak on, you flash back to that night in Scotland.
All right. I'm going to really quick, like grab Naya's arm, like her lower arm, and lean in and say, "I'll be right back. Sorry about this." And I'm gonna turn around and I'm just gonna, as like not run, but as fast walk as I possibly can to the door behind him.
Give me a maneuver check. If you can get above an 8, I'll say you're able to get there to get like an attack before he gets an attack off.
Can I use my magic to make me go faster
Absolutely, you can.
and get through?
Yeah. Tell me what happens as you use your magic.
All right. So I'm going to. Well, let's see if I succeed. Do. What did I need?
8.
Oh, what did I just say?
An
Is
8.
it an 8?
All right. So
yeah.
I got a 6, and I am going to use 1 mote to explode my D4, which is
Okay.
my maneuver. So that was 6
You can't fail.
plus
as long as
2.
you-
8.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. What happens is you like supernaturally like increase your speed.
I am going to use the energy in the ground to move up, and as I move, it's like the floor under where I step is gonna kind of turn into that feeling that you get when you walk on an airport walkway, and you suddenly like pick up speed and just like move with each step. I'm just gonna zip forward as fast as possible.
Heck yes. Yes, you may take an attack before he does.
Snaps for airport walkway magic.
Yes, airport walkway magic, we love it.
Snaps.
Uh,
Snaps for that.
Magic.
So attack is metal plus magic.
Oh, actually, sorry. Before you do that, you need to make one more roll, because he has some special things that he can do.
Ooh.
As you get
Ooh.
close to him, you feel this like aura of fear around him, and you hear the cries of witches being like burned at the stake, and you feel like their terror. I need you to roll a metal check before you attempt to melee this guy.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have heroic.
Okay.
So
what does it do?
you do not need the GM's permission to spend motes of magic to ignore fears. Does this count?
You may use a mote to ignore this fear aura. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, gone.
Hey, we built our characters really good.
Yeah, you did.
Hey, we did that.
Hey, we did it.
Hey, we did
it.
that.
Yeah. All right. Oh. That is a 16.
Okay, so I was about to tell you it's a 12 to hit him. You got a 16?
And I'm gonna, yes, I'm going to use my last mode of magic to explode the D10 and go up to a D12
In magic.
in magic.
Ugh,
Ooh.
I'm so jealous.
All right, so that's
Me too.
that's a +3 to, what did I just say, 16? So that's a 19.
19. What do you do? What's this attack?
I am going to move forward, and are there like trees, even if they're in the little like squares that are cut out of the sidewalk, like are there trees outside?
You're in an alley, so the trees are like
Okay.
at like a little bit further away, like at the end of the alley, but there is one visible at the end of the alley, I would say.
At the end of the alley? I don't know how much distance I have. I'm gonna
But I mean, beneath the asphalt is earth, so you can
Yes.
still summon something up through that asphalt if you like.
So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, after I am done, like, and I reach out, I'm going to reach down into the earth, and I'm actually going to see if I can create like almost like juts of stone that come up underneath him. And my goal is to like hit him from below.
Crag him.
Yeah. Little sack tap with some stone.
Crag
Yeah,
him
straight
in
up.
the ass.
Yeah. So he
Crack
takes-
him in the ass.
I would like to launch him if possible, like hit him and knock him off his feet.
All right, as you hit him, I say like you hit him like right in the nads, and he goes flying and hits the other side of the alley, the wall on the other side of the alley, and crumples down as he gets up and he goes, "Ah, the third one. You smell like a crone."
Boo.
And
You look like a dick.
hell yeah.
You look like a jackass.
He reaches up his hands and you see them begin to crackle with red energy as he slams them down on the ground, and a pulse of like red and black energy like waves out down through this alley. You have to dodge this, dodge or like block or something. So tell me what you do and what you use to do that.
All three of us, or just
Yeah,
Roy?
all three of you. This is aerial.
I have a
Great.
effect.
crazy fucking idea. Can I try to like interrupt this surge?
You fast?
I don't know
Yeah.
what that means, but like try and like disrupt it so that it doesn't hit us, or at least doesn't hit us as hard.
Certainly, yes. 16 is the base. That's gonna be a little tougher than just like dodging it or like taking cover. I think this is a more proactive thing, so I'm gonna up it a couple. So it's gonna be an 18 difficulty.
Okay, what am I rolling?
Whatever you want.
Maneuver
tell
plus
me.
magic.
Huh?
Maneuver plus magic.
There you go.
I'm trying to like distract him and like fuck with his ritual or whatever it is that he's
Okay,
doing.
but I want you to be descriptive. Tell me like how you're using your magic. Like tell me like what happens.
I think I'm literally running around him and trying to like knock into him wherever I can, trying to like even like just like throw like knock his hand out of the placement that it's in. Like I know that rituals, I feel like I understand, even though we've only been witches for a couple of days, I feel like I understand that rituals are important to magic, and so I want to interrupt this ritual in any way that I can by like fucking with his focus and fucking with his body movements. So like either bumping into him or just running around him to distract him, whichever I think would be more effective.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay. That's a total of 20.
20.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
18
so
on the D20 and a 2 on the D6. I'm still a D6 in magic, which is annoying, but
he he's not able to get it off as good as he wants to. This is going to lower the difficulty for your friends to try and dodge this. So instead of a 16, I'm going to actually lower it by 2 to a 14 to try and dodge it as Charlie moves supernaturally fast and starts like running around him, like kicking up dust and makes him harder for him to see as he's like shoots off these magical like blasts.
Okay. It's a 14 maneuver check.
No, not for you. For the other two, you're good.
You don't have to be a babe. Right. You already did something.
Just checking.
Can I do something that would potentially also like save Joy as well?
Yeah. Tell me what you do.
I think that I'm loving this like air feel for Gemma. I think that feels like so good for her. And so I think just instinctually, like she sees this coming and she sees Gemma over there and like wants to create a blast of wind from her hands that pushes Joy away, but also is forceful enough to knock her out of the way as well. And it's a 2-for-1.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay. Is this, I don't know what to classify that as, what skill that would be.
I think I would put that under a maneuver. I think that sounds like a maneuver. That's like movement.
Okay. My D12. Do I have a DC that I'm trying to beat?
Yes, 14.
Oh, it's 14. You already said that. I'm sorry. My D12 blew up.
Hey.
Oh wait, my magic die blew up too.
There we go.
Oh my god, so that's a 20 to start. I'm at a D10 for magic and I'm rolling a D12 again. Hang on. Oh my god, this is so exciting. Oh my god. Okay, so that's a 29.
What?
Oh my god, that's so exciting.
Yeah. So as the magical crackles come out, you push her away as you push off as well, and you both dodge the attack.
Okay.
What else do y'all do?
I want to get up and run in an attack.
No.
Yeah, Joy, go for it.
I want to attack back.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So, I am going to run up and use my magic. I hit him in the balls last time. This time I want to take that like opened part of the alley and shoot vines up. And I want to do like underground like roots. And I want to not only like hit him, I'll have like hit him, but also hold him in place.
Okay.
Can I melee?
Yeah.
Melee and magic.
Yeah, don't wait for me to give y'all permission. Tell me what you do and then do the roll. If you know what the roll is. It's going to be a 12, at least a 12 to hit him.
That is a 26.
Woo!
26
yes.
hits.
Excellent.
As these vines like slam into him, you see like they kind of like rip across his face, like opening up a gash across his face. At this point, at either end of the alley, you see two more cloaked figures step out.
Boo!
One is going to take a shot at you, Charlie. That's going to be a 14. You need to dodge as a magical blast comes at you.
Maneuver?
Maneuver or maneuver plus magic. Up to you.
Definitely plus magic.
Mm-hmm. But tell me what you're doing to dodge.
I'm going full Peter Parker. I'm like jumping up on walls. I'm parkouring all over the place. I'm literally just trying to bounce around so that I am a moving target that is impossible to nail down.
Okay.
Parkour.
Parkour.
Exactly.
Parkour.
Oh my god, that rolled so much. Okay. That is a 14 exactly, but I'm going to... What was the DC?
14.
spend 1 to blow up my magic die because I want it to be a D8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blow up your
Invest.
magic.
So that's +7, so that's 21.
21. Okay, so he misses. The other guy is going to shoot at you, Gemma. And he will spend a couple motes to blow his magic die.
He has moats?
Dick.
Oh.
Get out of here.
They come with moats.
Why does he get moats?
These bad guys, they come with moats.
Man, why do you get moats?
Why you
Moats
get
was our
moats?
thing. This is dumb.
It's a 14.
Always give your bad guys moats.
14?
14
beat
to
it.
try and dodge this. Give me a
Ugh.
maneuver. You can use magic if you want. Just be descriptive and tell me what you do.
I can
Yes.
give you 2 moats, which will get you up by 1 if you need it.
Okay, let's see what I roll first.
Of course, I'm just proactively
I am gonna use
saying.
I am gonna use magic. I think that I'm gonna I'm gonna try to I think Gemma wants to try to like shield herself, but I think that she is gonna try to like put up a shield, but it's gonna be like a rubbery shield. Like her magic is bouncy, so that this whatever blast of magic this is deflects somewhere else. I think that's the goal.
All right, go for it.
Don't fuck me. Dude! I got another 12! I got another 12 on my D12 for maneuver! Oh my god!
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a 17 to start. Let me see what I roll after this. Okay, +4, so that's 21.
All right, so yeah, so you bounce off and dodge that attack. And the first guy is going for you, Joy.
Kick his ass, Joy!
And
This is
that
Matt, right?
is-
Or no?
Yeah, this is Matt.
That's an
Matt.
18 as he pulls out a blade and tries to stab you.
Nope. Sorry,
What
I
an
just don't like
asshole.
it.
What am I using?
Wow.
I mean, you can try and dodge it, or you can try and use metal to see if you can like just withstand the blow of the blade. It's up to you.
I'm gonna use metal, and I'm gonna try and just catch it on my arm, probably my left arm. So it can hit, but it's gonna hit my left arm. And I want to use my magic to grab, like, if he's got one of the roots that are kind of, as my arm comes up, I want to use one of the roots to like wrap around so that hopefully he'll hit a root. And if it doesn't, I want it to wrap, if the blade hits, I want the root to wrap around the blade and
Okay.
at least hold it there and keep him from hitting again
Okay.
with it. All right, metal.
Yeah, you're tough, Joy. You're tough.
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 That is a 19.
19.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it goes thunk right into like that like wooden thing, and you do not take any damage.
Yes.
She's so tough.
All right, who wants to do something?
I want to trip these guys so that they fall on their asses and look like really, really dumb.
They're in 3 very different places. Are you going to try and do something that's going to affect all 3 of them?
Yes,
You
could
can with
I,
magic, but it's just gonna have to
could I do like could I do like a big like wind swipe and like cut their legs out from underneath them?
Yeah.
Rad. I'm gonna do that. Was that a maneuver or a melee, do you think?
If you're trying to hit their, like, this sounds like something that's more gonna hit them, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be more of a melee.
A melee, okay.
You are close enough to be within the order of somebody, so before you attempt a melee, I do need you to roll a successful metal, which will be a
Metal.
difficulty of 10.
Oh Jesus, that's not gonna be good. My metal is E4.
I believe in you. I believe in you.
I don't get to add magic to this, I assume.
Not in this case, no.
Okay. Ooh, that's a 2.
A 2. So you feel that fear kind of creep in as you're about to try and attack. You feel that fear creep in, and
Yeah.
it keeps you from doing the attack.
No. No.
As you try and like throw out your hands, you feel like your magic kind of fail you in this moment. You're like, ugh! And you feel like the sweat dripping down the back of your neck as and your heart begin to race as you feel the fear begin to creep in.
Fuck.
Who else wants to do something?
I want to try, as I bounce around the walls and jump off of shit, I want to try to launch my body weight into, what's his name, Matt?
Matt, yeah.
I want to launch my body weight into Matt's head.
Okay, that's going to be a
Just
melee.
take
So
a flying leap at his
I need you to
face.
do a metal roll first to see if
Party.
you can get through the aura of fear, or the aura of Malleus, as I call it.
So we'll see how this goes. But I do have some notes.
I love that. What's his name? Matt.
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 Loser.
It's a D6. I rolled a 5. I'm gonna spend 1 to blow up,
Yeah.
Yes.
and that's a. What was the DC again? Sorry.
I don't know what he said.
10.
10. I can make it with a moat, with 2 moats. I spent 1 moat to blow up my D6, and then I rolled a 3, which brought me to a 9, so I spent another moat to bring it to a 10.
Okay.
Ooh. Thank you, unassuming.
All right. Now you may roll to
no.
try and hit him.
Fabulous. Not unassuming. Easygoing is the one. Okay, so is that melee with magic, or?
Mhm.
Okay. D8, and my melee is really bad.
Yeah, Joy's the hitter among
Yeah.
the three of us.
My melee blew up. My melee blew up.
Woo!
So far, that's a total of 8.
Your difficulty was 12.
Oof.
So,
Did you blow it up?
what
don't
was
have
the
any
what?
votes.
So you were using magic to like supernaturally like go faster and like hit him as hard as you can, right?
Yeah, I was trying to launch my body at him.
As you do this, he grabs you and then like tosses and flips you. But as his hands touch you, as you were like imbued with magic, you feel him begin to sap that magic from you, and he throws you across the alley. You hit the wall. Take your magic die down 1 step as he has drained your magic from you and weakened you, and take
Ugh.
1 mangle.
Thanks, I hate it.
I
Yeah.
fucking hate that. I
Oh, that's
hate
awful.
that.
I hate it.
Gross.
It's gross and I hate it.
It's gross. I would like to. Can I do something?
Please.
I would like to grab one of the vines around his leg, like have it come off in my hand, so it's basically like short sword length, like club, and I just want to crack him over the head with it.
Okay, go for it. I'm gonna say he's a little distracted at this moment from throwing Charlie, so I'll say that instead of a 12, it's only gonna cost you 10 to get to hit through.
Sucking
He's
her
distracted
magic
from being a
out.
little bee.
For being a dick.
Yep. That, in fact, is a 28. I got an
28.
18 on the D20, and I got a 10 on my magic die.
Nice.
We stand. We stand.
That knocks him out. Were you going for kill or were you going for unconscious? Because that took him down to his 3rd point of mangle, so you can make a decision at this moment.
Kill him. Kill him.
We just need one.
I don't know what kind of trouble it would cause, though. Shit, but I do not think Joy. No, here's the thing. Joy has had a freaking enough. That guy was walking around being a dick all night. Joy has heard shit like that her whole life from people who are no, absolutely not. She is 100% gonna go. There's no holding back. She is trying to take this. I just watched him hurt Charlie. I'm taking him out.
So you kill him?
Thanks,
Yeah.
Mom.
Describe what happens as you kill this guy.
So I have him here, like he's got his blade, he turned around and and as his back is turned, he can't move. I've reached down and I like create out of this root basically a club, and I take with both hands up, and like you described before, like one of those moments where like a parent like lifts a car, like the second he turns around and throws Charlie, I've got both hands and I bring the knotted part of the club down as hard as I can in the middle of his head, and I cave part of it in.
Ooh, love it.
Brains on the fucking street.
Love it.
You heard that song Skull Crusher Mountain? It was actually about joy.
Yeah. Said, bet you didn't think that it was an actual thing, but
right.
The other
Soccer mom
two-
clothes and all, bitch.
The other two witch hunters see this, and they both go after you.
I love it. Bring it.
They both shoot bolts at you.
I would like to help protect Joy.
Yeah, I also want to protect Joy. Can I do that?
You can. But you just hit a wall, Charlie. So I'm gonna say that you
True.
probably can't fast enough. But yes, you can. You can try and help out in this situation, Gemma.
Okay.
Just so you know, Joy, you have 2 attacks coming at you. To dodge one is gonna see. Oh, let's see, that's a 15 and that's a 20. In order to dodge both, I'm gonna say that you need to get a 22. But let's see what Gemma tries to do to see if she can help adjust the difficulty a little bit.
My first thought was that I wanted to kick up some dirt into their eyes. Use this breeze, this wind that I'm trying to harness right now, and just like into their eyes, and so that their shots go off in a wild direction and don't hit Joy.
Okay, it's gonna be tough.
Okay.
This is gonna be I'm gonna say a 16.
A 16?
A 16.
Okay, what am I
That's what you need.
rolling? Is this a maneuver?
It's gonna be maneuver.
Okay, cool. We can do it.
I believe in you.
We can do it. My maneuver is a D12. It's gonna be great.
Nice. Just crit lol.
You said that what the DC's a what? A 12?
16.
A 16. Okay. I got an 11 on my maneuver, so I'm gonna spend 1 to blow it up. I have 1. So I
Okay.
failed a check. I'm gonna spend that. It was a 3 on my magic die, so I'm now at 15.
Mm-hmm.
I'll roll the 12 again, and I got an 8.
Okay, that's gonna lower the difficulty for you, Joy. I'm gonna say by 3. So you need instead of a 22, you need a 19 in order to dodge both. If you get a 15, you'll dodge 1. If you get a 19, you'll dodge both.
All right, so here's the thing. I'm not good at dodging. I am
Or
not
you
good
can
on
dodge
my
or dodge or block, whatever you want to do to try and withstand this.
So what I want to do is I want to step around, and as Matt's body is falling, I would like to try and put I want to move fast enough and grab him and put him up with the roots to try and block in that way.
Like use his dead body to block?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Each,
you have somebody coming from both sides, though. So that's one side. What about the other side? And just so you know, depending on what the complexity of what you do, can adjust difficulty. So
For sure,
if
for
you're trying to do
sure.
something overly complex, that will stack to your difficulty.
All right, if they were coming from 2 different sides, I need to change what I was thinking about doing. So I think I'm going to try and dodge one and take the other.
Okay.
So I'm going to try and No, I'm just going to take it. Both of them.
Okay, and just try and
Just try and with roots and with whatever I can, try and just
That's probably
Take
the easiest thing to do to try and create like a barrier between you and the things.
Yeah.
So
sounds good to me.
metal.
Metal plus
Metal.
magic.
Metal plus magic. All right.
Come on, you're good at metal.
I am. DC's 19.
For both. 15 for one.
Yeah, 19, 15 for one. Yep.
Okay. I got the 15. I got a 9 on the 20, and I got a 6 on the magic die. So I got the 15.
So you're able to get like roots up on one side, but the other one hits you. And it knocks you into your own barrier as you take 1 point of mangle.
Thanks,
Charlie, you're back up. What do you do?
What do I do? Two of these guys just took a swing at someone who
They're like
has
throwing
been...
magical bolts from like either end of the.
Yeah, and they're doing it at someone who's been more of a mom to me than my own mom ever has. So I'm gonna run in there and try and. I guess I'll try and You know what? I want to do something crazy.
Do it. Let's get weird.
I want to see if I can. This is batshit, and please forgive me if it's too batshit.
Let's get weird.
I want to see if I can detach my shadow from my body and use it to, like, basically cast them into darkness so they can't see.
Okay, that's some high-level magic shit you're talking about there.
It's some serious fuckery, but I don't know. It sounds fun to me.
Yeah, no, it's badass. I love it. I'm gonna say that that's gonna be. I'm trying to think what kind of magic.
Yeah, because I'm kind of like
to me.
I'm kind of like
I think that might be mind, Maui.
I feel like it could be. I feel like the argument could be made for magnetism. Because I'm like using part of myself as a distraction almost.
I would accept magnetism. Magnetism, but plus magic. This is some pretty high level magic here that you're attempting to do. This is not something you've done before, so this is going to be pretty tough. This is going to be an 18.
Okay.
To pull off.
Okay.
You got it.
Oh, absolutely.
Wait. Yes, I have just enough motes to bring it up to an 18.
Yes.
I rolled a 16 total, and I have 2 motes. So I'm going to spend them, and I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Blind them with my shadow that is detached
You have
from
a dark
my body.
side.
I'm Peter Pan. I'm evil Peter Pan.
So you send like 2 like shadows of yourself at each of them, and they're like wrestling within the darkness.
It's nighttime. There's probably like street lamps on, so I'm probably casting more than one, and I send each at one of them.
Each of them take 1 mangle as your shadows begin to like claw at their faces. Gemma, what do you do?
I think. Oh Jesus! Sorry, I was playing with my character sheet while you were doing that. I want to attack. I feel like I haven't really like solidly attacked yet, and I want to attack. I'm so fucking furious. I want to take. Can I take like a shard of asphalt and like launch it at one of these 2 guys? Because like, what I think Joy like burst some rocks through, and I imagine that created some broken pieces of like driveway or alleyway or whatever. I want to launch a fucking like jagged piece of asphalt at one of these guys.
Yes, that's going to be matter plus magic.
Matter. Remind me what matter is?
That's matter is Oh, I'm sorry. I wrote this wrong. No, that's right. Matter.
Isn't
Matter's
matter like
strength, like how well you can lift things and
Okay.
things like that.
Okay.
So matter plus magic.
DC.
DC. Throwing rocks is not anything like too like breaking the rules of reality at all. So I'd say that's probably a lot easier. So that'll be down to like the base metal level for them, which is 12.
12.
So the DC is 12.
Huh.
Okay.
In joke for our home game.
I need to blow up at least one of these die. Because my matter is a D6.
Alrighty.
You got this. I believe in you.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Does anybody
no.
does anybody have any motes? I have a 5 on my D6.
I'm so sorry I spent them all.
No motes.
Fuck.
So you get
Oh,
nice
wait.
thing. You get a
Wait.
moat.
No, wait. I'm sorry. I did my math wrong. I actually did get. I'm sorry, Maui. I did get the DC. I have a 5 on my D6, and I have a 7 on my D10. I have
Perfect.
a 13.
Perfect.
Okay.
Well.
That's 12.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's all good.
I
Yeah.
didn't
You
go
can
to
math
school
like
for
me.
math. I went to school for theater, not for math.
Yeah. We don't do no numbers. No, thank you.
I'm sorry. Was that at both of them or one of them?
Just the one.
Just the one. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was making sure that I had the difficulty correct.
Yeah.
Yes. So you shoot a rock like using magic, and it busts one of the guys in the head. He's like bleeding from the head. He has now 2 mangle on him. Joy, what do you do?
On the one fellow who is not injured yet, I would like to also explode the earth under his feet and try and also destroy him from below.
Okay.
Call
Do
forth
you want to go for
large
the one that
shards
just
of
got
rock.
hit, or the one that didn't get hit?
The one that did not get hit.
Okay, that's gonna be a 14 to hit him.
All right. Do it. Yes. Oh man, it was so close. Almost exploded my magic die. But it's a 16 on the 20 and 11 on the 12, so that is 27.
27.
She's a hard hitter, ladies and gentlemen. She's a hard hitter.
That's a lot. I think
You almost doubled the DC.
Yeah.
like a whole ass tree like comes up and like grabs him and like pulls him into the air. That's a 2nd point of mangle on him. He is going to
He's in a tree. What's he doing?
Kising.
he pulls out his knife. It's got like an obsidian blade. He stabs it into the tree, and whoa, double crit. That's
No.
30. He rerolls that. 39. Plus 9 is 48.
Ew.
As he stabs into it, and like you see the tree you just created become black and blighted, and it and the blight goes down the tree, down the root towards you, and comes up towards you. I need you to try and avoid this, and it's going to be a 48 to try and avoid this hit.
A
It's
48?
48?
48. He rolled a 20 and a 10 and critted on both of those, so both of them exploded. And then he rolled a 9 on his now D12 magic die.
Yeah, that
Can
ain't
we
gonna work.
help in any way?
Yeah.
No, at 48, no. Like,
No, I'm
well,
saying
try
like can
it.
we
Oh,
lend
okay.
can we like lend you one of our dice? Is there anything we can do to help?
For help, you need motes. Do you have motes to give?
I don't have any mo.
And
No.
it's a
Nobody's
2
got
to
any
1.
motes.
Without motes.
So I got a question for you.
Yes.
I got a question for you. I can't think of how I would use metal or melee to avoid this. Can I? Okay, this is gonna sound insane. and it's okay if you say no. But like, part of me wants to cover my hand in roots, and as the black magic moves up, I want to try and punch down as hard as I can and see if I can meet force with force and stop it.
Fuck yeah. Do it. Go for it. This
No
is
way
like
I'm gonna make
an
this.
crazy good roll that he just got.
Come on.
Get that 48.
No. That's a 13, friend.
No.
All right.
Destined to fail.
Take a point of mangle.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing right now?
This is my first. I had minor. Now
Okay,
I'm at
okay.
moderate.
Oh, you're at moderate now?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got 2.
Okay, so that means you spend
I'm
double.
gonna help
the
you out.
modes.
He-
I have
you got
double
it. You
for
figured it.
modes.
Okay.
Yeah, so you gotta spend double the amount of motes of magic to do anything with motes now, which means
That's okay,
if
I
you want to
didn't
help
have any
somebody.
anyway.
Oh, but you get a mote for
Failing.
missing that. Oh,
Yeah.
also, I'm so sorry, but you feel your magic getting sapped from you, and
Yeah.
you go down one step on your magic die as he drains you.
These guys hate women and trees. They're the literal worst.
They are the
They
literal
are the very worst.
Literal worst.
worst.
They just
Um,
they just need to kick a dog, and that's
These guys
it. That's
suck.
it. Yeah, they do.
You hear footsteps from above you as you look up, and you see 4 more Order of Malleus witch hunters staring down at you.
Oh my god. Do we just need to run?
I think we might just need to.
Yeah.
At
we just gotta
this
book it.
moment, Gemma,
Yes.
tell me what you are about to do, like within the fight.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm about to rock this guy's shit that just rolled a fucking 48 or whatever. Like, he was about to get his shit rocked with a chunk of asphalt.
As you're about to do that, you
Yes.
find
What a time for a
yourself-
long pause, Maui.
I had to switch the music.
I know.
You-
I'm just like. No.
You find yourself standing in a courtyard. You look
Not right
around and you
now.
see all of these people screaming at you, throwing rotten fruit and rocks at you. As you are tied to a stake, and an Inquisitor of Malleus steps forward. What you know as you have inhabited this memory, you are sorry, that was the other one. You are Fiona of Arles. You are a hedge witch. You have been accused of cursing a nobleman with impotence. And the Inquisitor steps forward and demands your confession. He says, confess before God or be burned in holy fire. What do you do?
I look this man straight in his
Also, you're French.
eyeballs.
This is 15th century France.
Okay, cool. I look this man straight into his French eyeballs. And then I look at the crowd. And I think I know that there's no coming back from this, no matter what I do. They will burn me no matter what. They have me exactly where they want me. And it doesn't matter what I say. They will burn me no matter what. It's over. And so I will I will look at him and then I will look at the crowd and I will shout, "He deserved everything that I did to him and more."
Oof. Roll me magnetism plus your magic, which is a d4 for this person.
My magnetism is D10. Okay. That's an 8.
An 8.
An 8.
As you say this and your voice rings through the courtyard, what vessel is summoned by this act of defiance? You're muted, Gemma.
A candlestick.
A candlestick?
A candlestick is summoned.
Okay.
A candlestick is summoned. And if you'll let me continue narrating.
Please do.
Maui, a candlestick is summoned. It comes swooshing down, seemingly from nowhere. And she extends her palm. And as soon as it hits her palm, the wick sparks a flame.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, you can disagree, but I think that she vanishes.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna say like you were tied up, so you just kind of like open your palm, like behind your back, and in the second it touches your hand, I'm gonna say flames go up like you're being burned at the stake, but what actually happens is you disappear in a puff of smoke, and so they're like cheering, thinking that like God has just smited you.
Yeah.
And you're watching, standing above them in this courtyard, standing on top of, let's say you're standing on top of Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Standing atop, like, in front of the bells of Notre Dame, looking down on them as you hold your candlestick in the air and fly away free. And you are back in the moment.
Is it the same moment from when I left?
Where you see more order members closing in on you.
Okay.
Where you were just starting to formulate an idea. What were you saying as more people were showing up?
We need to go. I'm gonna try to kick up a windstorm. Some kind of swirling vortex. So that they are at least like, have to cover their eyes so as not to like get dust and whatnot in their eyes, so we can have some chance of getting out of here unseen.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna say that's gonna be, we'll say maneuver and magic for that.
Okay.
To start kicking up the wind.
That's an 11.
An 11. Okay. As you're doing that, you feel something calling to you. You feel your vessel calling out to you.
Okay.
You've kicked up this like windstorm around the three of you.
Yeah.
And you feel your vessel, and you feel like you know what needs to happen here. Joy, what do you do in this moment as you see Gemma has kicked up this windstorm and she says we need to run?
I think I am hurt. Charlie, you're back on your feet, right? I think I'm going to do my best to take the rocks, probably not the asphalt, but like chunks of rocks and dirt and roots, and try and add to this cover by throwing it up in the air as if it's some sort of umbrella, and then run.
Okay. Give me matter plus magic.
Suck. I hit everything. Oh, my matter explodes.
Okay.
And that's an 8 on my magic. So 4 plus 8 is 12. No, that's 13.
13. Okay. You create this like lean-to of earth over your head. And you're like, I need to run, I need to move. And you feel something calling to you. You feel your vessel reaching out to you. Charlie, what do you do in this moment as you see the wind has been kicked up and this like earth has been raised above y'all's head, you know, to create this cover? What do you do?
I think I want to do two things, and if I can't do both, then that's okay. I want to stick my shadows on them and try and help Joy. She's hurt. See if I can support her while we run away.
You can do one of those things. You
Okay,
cannot
I'll
do
help
both.
Joy then.
Huh?
Help Joy.
Help her. Help her how?
I'll just literally like support her, like try to like physically support her, but also try to like use try to make it so that she's lighter on her feet, so that it's not, whoa, we all disappeared in the stream, what happened?
Oh, I moved.
Uh-oh.
I moved the thing. Sorry.
Don't do that.
I didn't realize.
We went bye-bye.
I was like, where do we go? I want to basically like try and like make it easier for her to move. So I either want to make her lighter, or I know wind has kind of been claimed, but I want to like bolster her.
You can
in
still
some way.
use wind if you
You
like.
could use wind.
No.
Use wind.
On toes. I'm just trying not to step on toes. So
Use water then if you don't want to do wind.
Water doesn't really make sense for what I'm explaining. I want it to be easier for her to move. I guess as if she were underwater, but I don't want to involve water. Because that would not help in this moment at all.
Drowning and running.
Yeah, exactly. No, water is not going to help. So I want her to be lighter on her feet.
Okay, so to be clear though, you are not trying to escape.
No, you have to go too.
I'm trying to run with her and yeah, no, I was always going to run with her, but I wanted to like, as I run with her, try and like make her lighter. Can I really only do one?
You can do one thing. You like if you're
move?
making her faster, you're not making yourself faster. You can do one
I
thing
can't
in this
move?
moment. Huh?
So if I help her, I can't move at all.
You can move, but you won't be using any magic or anything like that. So you can use your magic on her, and
That's what I mean. I want to use magic on her and run.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me maneuver plus magic.
Cool. I don't have any motes. That's a 9.
A 9. 9 fails.
Yeah, no shit.
Take your motes.
Yep.
In this moment, you feel your magic being drained even more. is your magic die goes down another step.
Okay, well, it can't go down anymore, so that's fun.
And you fall to your knees as you feel your energy being sucked from you, and you take another point of mangle. And you see your hand, and you see your skin begin to shrivel as your life force is being drained from you. Gemma and Joy.
If they get their vessels and I fucking die.
No.
No, hang on.
No, hold on.
You feel your vessels calling out to you. I want you to describe to me in this moment what your vessels are. Like what comes to you? What comes to your aid in this moment?
My vessel is I think in a similar way to how Fiona got her vessel is how I get mine. I think that something just kind of like floats down from on high, from seemingly nowhere. And as it gets closer, you realize that it's fabric, and as it gets even closer, you realize that it's a blanket. It's a quilt. And it settles down, just hovering slightly, maybe a foot above the ground, waiting.
Joy, what do you see summoned to you in this moment?
I am reaching out to Charlie. I've got both arms out, and between two structures nearby, a very large tree branch with like a full leafy green area at the bottom, like falls over and then shoots up the alley in our direction. And it's like in the style of a broom, but it's not a broom. It's a very large tree branch with a bend in it to hold on, and a leafy area in the back.
Yeah. You grab onto this, and you feel
I
it
would like to grab onto Charlie too.
So on the branch, there's not enough room for both of you, but on the quilt there would be enough room.
Yeah.
So you could toss Charlie onto the quilt.
Okay, I would like to do that.
If you'd like. Okay. Give me a matter roll for that, just to see if you can lift her.
Joy or me?
Joy. If you want to help as well, you can. If you both want to kind of combine your matter rolls to get her on.
Yeah,
the quilt.
fuck it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna use some like dirt to like earth to like lift her up on there.
Okay, so you can use magic with that then.
That's an 11.
11.
I add 3 to that.
3, so 14. So yeah, so y'all get Charlie on there. Charlie, you are beginning to lose consciousness as you're being drained more and more by these witch hunters. Your vessels are like vibrating with like, we need to get you out of here. And you take off.
Vroom vroom, vroom vroom.
Into the sky. Where do you think you go from here?
I don't know if I trust the professor.
I think we go to my apartment.
Your apartment? With your kids?
Well, probably not. I think the instinct is to go home, you know what I mean? Or go somewhere.
Then let's go to my
We're
apartment.
safe. Okay.
Go to your apartment.
I'm just following you.
Yeah.
Charlie, as you're like in this weird state between consciousness and unconsciousness, you see a vision. You see all these disjointed, jumbled images. You see a shadowy figure. The silhouette is similar to the witch hunters you just saw, but you can tell something is different about this person. Then you see a tree full of life, leaves all over it, and then you see it very rapidly begin to lose its leaves, and you see witches hung from the tree. And then it moves again, and you see your grandmother with that woman, Winifred, and another woman who you do not know. And you see them holding hands and performing feats of magic. Then you see your mother in her bedroom looking at a picture of you crying. And you hear her say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm so hard on you. I wish I knew another way. I love you. The scene shifts again, and you see that cloaked figure, and behind him you see the tree, and now you only see two bodies hung on it, Gemma and Joy. And you see a third rope. And you hear his voice. You're next. What do you do?
Does any of this feel real at all?
Give me a mark. Roll. Difficulty of 6.
Nope, just missed it. That's a 5.
It feels so real. You can smell Joy's perfume. You can smell the grass. You can smell sulfur in the air. Like everything feels tactile. It feels so real right now.
I get under each of them. And I try to support their bodies as I cut them down. And I take them under the tree. And I just start digging with my hands.
As you're digging, you hear your mother's voice telling you you're a disappointment. You hear your father saying, do what your mother says. You hear your bullies in school when you grew up. You hear like all the people that like tried to kind of put you in a box and tell you who you are and what you can do. In this moment, I need you to roll your magnetism. But before you do, Gemma and Joy, you've landed at your apartment.
Mm.
Charlie, at this point, is unconscious.
Mm.
And she feels cold, and she's getting colder.
Mm.
And you can see that her skin is shriveling. And I think with like this like emerging like divination path for you, Gemma.
Yeah.
And just like your nursing abilities.
I was gonna ask if that could play into this.
Yeah. I think you can feel Charlie slipping away.
Okay.
And in this moment, as you feel her slipping away and she looks so pale and she's beginning to shrivel, you can't help but realize that she looks so much like Lilith in this moment. Same with you, Joy. Like, you look at her and you see the woman who you used to work with in her.
Can I try something?
Yeah, I'm going to say that you both realize that she's slipping away, that she needs to claim her vessel. She needs to find her agency and her autonomy in this moment. What do the two of you try and do to help her find her way? You can feel that she's like having that internal struggle right now.
I would like to try and take some of my magic and use all of the space and things that Charlie is laying on to push magic into her, and I would be willing to go down on my magic die if I can get Charlie up and refill some of the, even just a small bit of what was taken out.
And I was gonna kind of lean on my like medical training, my non-magical medical training. Knowing that like when people are cold, you need to wrap them up in blankets, and you need to infuse body heat into them. When babies don't cry immediately out of the womb, sometimes skin to skin contact will help their heartbeats regulate. And so using that like non-magical medical knowledge while also incorporating some magic into that to just kind of like suffuse like magical warmth into her as well, and hopefully reach her in her unconscious state. That's what I'm gonna offer.
Joy, spend your last mote, please. And then take your magic down to a D8.
Okay.
Gemma, roll mind plus magic.
$16.
16. Charlie, you keep digging deeper and deeper and deeper. Your hands are bleeding, tears streaking down your cheeks. I have to be the perfect daughter. I have to put aside my wants, my desires. I have to be there for Mama. I have to be there for Papa. You feel yourself slipping deeper and deeper into this abyss. So small, so closed in. And then you feel warmth, like a mother holding you to their chest. And you feel wisdom and power being passed into you. I need you to roll your magnetism plus your magic, which has stepped up as you are being filled with magic, with the wisdom. It steps up to a D6. You can also reduce your mangle by 1 as Gemma stabilizes your body. You need a 12 to summon your vessel.
Gonna burn 'em out. Make it a 12, because right now it's an 11. There we go.
You feel there's like two versions of you right now. The woman digging at the tree and the woman laying unconscious on the quilt. On the quilt, you feel your fingertips touching the quilt, and it feels so familiar. And I feel like you unlock like a core memory at this moment. And you see yourself as a baby. And you see Lilith wrapping you in her quilt and handing you to your mama. And you see your mama holding you and looking at you and kissing your forehead and telling you how much she loves you. And in this dream state, this place between life and death, you don't know where it is. You see something glowing in the ground. You finally found what you've been searching for. And in the real world, Gemma and Joy, as you stare at her, freaking out, like, is she going to come to? Something crashes through the window. You see 2 roller skates fly through the window and latch onto her feet and begin lacing themselves. And as they do, you see a pulse of energy move through Charlie as Charlie's eyes open.
Oh my god.
You're okay. You're okay.
Got you. Mm-hmm.
We're at my apartment.
I'm so glad you're both okay.
We're glad that you're okay too.
Jesus. I had an awful vision.
What was the vision?
You know that big tree in the middle of town?
Yeah.
The witch tree?
Yeah.
I saw you both there. Hanging from it.
Oh.
And somebody told me I was next. So I have a feeling those guys are not the only ones after us.
Okay. Well, They definitely have a flair for the dramatic. These malleus fucks.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take your hand and hold your hand. And I'm just going to say, we're warm. We're here. We're here.
Yeah. And
Whatever
the tree,
it was is a lie. We're here.
the tree will be a problem for tomorrow.
I think you two might be my family.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And as the
I'm not
three of
glad
you
this is-
hold each other's hands, you feel a presence and you see a soft light, and you all turn towards the light, and you see Lilith Bagdasarian staring at the three of you, and all of you can see her. And she smiles. And then she speaks. We need to talk. And that's where we'll leave it for today. Join us next week for our exciting conclusion of this 3-part story, Wyrd. Charlie, wonderful Sadie Kaljikian, tell people where they can find you, what you got going on with yourself.
Really? You're making me go first? Okay.
Yep.
I'm Sadie. You can find me at Sadie Songs on Instagram. Yeah.
Great. Nailed it. Absolutely crushed it.
No
Is there
notes.
anything else I should be telling you?
No notes. No notes.
Crushed it. 10 out of 10.
10 out of
Perfect.
10. Should have brought a poet. Joy, the wonderful Chrissy Baker. What you got going on?
You can find me at Instagram at KXSLP. But also you can find me at roll, ROLL4FOR, pragmatics.com.
You want to take a quick second to explain what Roll for Pragmatics is? Because I think it's an amazing thing that you've built.
For sure. Thanks so much. So we have this space, which is the Red Dragon, and we use roleplay gaming for neurodivergent kiddos so that they can get a chance to actually work out how to do things like problem solve, negotiate with others, work toward a common goal, things that a lot of neurodivergent kids don't get a chance to do in the real world because you go out into schools and you're kind of left out of stuff. So we support everybody. Bring yourself as you are. Don't change who you are, and figure out the best way to kind of tackle the world as a whole human being. And we use role-play gaming for that.
Heck yeah. And last but not least, the wonderful Kate Vargulich playing Gemma. What you got going on? Where can people find you?
Folks can find me on Instagram at Katie_Vargs. With a K for the Katie. Yeah. that's where you can find me.
Boom, boom, boom.
Bam, bam, bam. Bisexual finger gun.
And you can find me right here at Reflect Games. Join us next week for the exciting conclusion, and where we ask ourselves the question, will Maui remember to do an intermission? We'll find out next
Literally,
week.
I was like, it was 10, and I was
We'll
like,
have to
no,
see.
we're not.
Just
we're not
go.
doing this
Be
today.
afraid.
I was so into it that I completely forgot.
Yeah, it's okay.
Tune in next week. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.